Welcome to the Middle Room Workshop. Today we are going to compare the new Aufero Laser 2 with the NEJE Master 2S series. Without further ado, let's get into it. I've been asked to compare the Aufero Laser 2 with the NEJE Master 2S series of machine. Now, I just want to point out from the start that this comparison is not going to be direct. And the reason for that is because the two machines are different. Now, if you're following my channel, you know that I own for a long time a NEJE Master 2S Plus. And simply by looking at the machines, you know that leaving aside the obvious aesthetical design differences between the two machines, the NEJE Master 2S Plus uses a cantilevered axis, while the Aufero Laser 2 uses a gantry axis, which both comes with some benefit and compromises. Now, a more fair comparison would be to compare the new Aufero Laser 2 with the NEJE Master 2S Max, where when you look at them, you will basically see that they look pretty much the same, still leaving aside the aesthetical design. And so I haven't had the experience with that machine. However, I know that functionalities and hardware are practically the same like my machines, except for some minor differences in order to accommodate, for example, the double stepper motor to drive the y-axis and so on. So the NEJE Master 2S Max, it's basically a bigger machine than the NEJE Master 2S Plus. Okay, and so now I've prepared a spreadsheet and I've been recording all of the specification of the machine so that I was able to boil down the actual differences between the two machines. In this comparison, I will be covering the aesthetical design differences, the structure or the frame differences, the hardware and therefore also the laser differences. Then I will be covering the software as well as the capabilities, and finally the price tag. Alright, let's start about the aesthetical and structural design of the machines. Now here there is absolutely no debate about the fact that the Aufero lineup looks better than the NEJE Master 2S series of machine. Now Aufero is a new brand in the market, and as I said in my previous video, they are a sub-brand of Ortur, and they are basically aiming to redesign the concept from Ortur, trying to propose these new looking machines. And in fact, you can see this simply by looking at the components that makes up the frame of the machine, where they basically use non-standard aluminum profiles, especially in the front and in the back of the machine, where you have these quarter rounded profiles which are bracing, connecting together the two y-axes. This is the part that I think gives the new slick looking design to the machine. Hardware-wise, both machine offers a 32-bit microcontroller. However, here we start seeing the first major difference between the two machines, in the fact that the NEJE Master 2S series of machine offer two microcontrollers embedded in their main board, while the Aufero Laser 2 has a single microcontroller. Now, you will understand the reason for that in a while when I'll be talking about the software. For now, it's important for you to know that only one of the microcontrollers is used at a time while the machine is engraving. So we can basically compare the two machines. Now, the microcontroller in the Aufero Laser 2 has a clock speed of 240 megahertz, while the clock speed in the microcontroller in the NEJE Master 2S series of machine reaches 108 megahertz. Now, having a faster clock speed means that the machine is able to process more data more quickly and therefore can actually go faster. Now, another major difference between the two machines is the stepper motor. In particular, the location of the stepper motors, where they are located in the machine. Now, both machines use NEMA 17 stepper motors, which are pretty standard for this kind of machines. However, the breakthrough here is the decision of Aufero to move the stepper motors from the moving axis to the frame, leaving them static. Now, the positive thing about this is that by removing this extra mass from the axis, you are basically reducing the inertial forces generated while the machine is operating. And so by doing so, you are basically able to increase the speed, still preserving the precision of the machine. And so this is, I think, the second reason why Aufero Laser 2 machine can go faster than the NEJE Master 2S series of machines. The third and final difference is in the fact that Aufero Laser 2 doesn't have a home, doesn't have limiting switches where the laser module can move and tell the machine where is the module. Instead, the position of the laser module it's wherever the laser module happened to be after you move it by hand. Now, although this could seems like a drawback, it all depends on how you like to operate your machine. Honestly, I find it much easier oftentimes to manually locate the laser module in the spot where I would like the engraving to start and then to start the engraving, rather than position the laser module using the software. And that's because the machine is out of sight, oftentimes it's not next to you or next to your PC or laptop, and so this ends up in you test trialing each position to see if you are in the right frame, in the right spot. The drawback, however, on not having a home, not having these limiting switches that are used as a reference point for the machine, is in the eventuality where you want to engrave or pass again on the same place. And so if you happen to move the laser module, that's something that you cannot do with the Aufero Laser 2 machine. So in that case, you will basically have no chance to repass the same engraving or the same cutting, if you will. While on the other hand, with the NEJE Master 2, a series of machine with limiting switches, with their home, basically you will only need to push home, the axis will move to home, the reference point, and then starting back from there. And if the machine is precise enough, we'll be able to engrave exactly where the previous engraving was. And so these are the hardware differences. As per laser module, both brands offers several different laser modules compatible with their machines. Starting with NEJE, which offers 8 different modules, ranging from 500 milliwatts all the way up to 10,000 milliwatts. And Aufero offering 3 laser modules at the time of recording this video, ranging from 1000 milliwatts all the way up to 5000 milliwatts. The laser modules from the two brands use a different laser compression technology, and so if we compare two laser modules of the same optical power output, we might end up having completely different results. For the time being, I can say that both the laser modules from NEJE, I've been using the N30-630 and the A40-640, as well as the laser module from Aufero, which is the LU24SF. They are all performing very well. In my experience with both machines, I can say that the laser module from Aufero is actually outperforming for the time being, and that's most probably because of their laser compression technology. So I actually got beyond my expectation as a result from the engraving and also from the cutting. Now let's talk about software. Now both machine works with the GRBL based software. These are LaserGRBL and LightBarn. NEJE, in addition to that, offers their proprietary software, which in turn uses their proprietary process or algorithm for engraving. And this is what the second microcontroller is in the main board. So their microcontroller, basically the main microcontroller, it's basically working with their native software using their native process, and it's also handling the communication with the second microcontroller, which instead works with GRBL software. So as I said, LaserGRBL and LightBarn. Now, the NEJE software is a pretty primitive software, but it's very simple to use. And it's available in both Windows and Mac, as well as Android and iOS. And I'm emphasizing this because the NEJE Master 2S series of machine, they come with Bluetooth, and so they can interface to the phone for a smartphone application. So you can control the machine for a smartphone application. And this is, in my view, a pro for those that are willing to use the machine with a smartphone. I'm personally more a PC person. I believe that you need to work in this machine with a PC, not with a smartphone, but it's worth for you to know that that's an option that NEJE is offering with their machine. Let's now talk about the capabilities of the machine, starting with the engraving area. Now, the Aufero Laser 2 machine is a more compact machine, offering a 390 x 390 mm engraving area, which is more than enough for most users' project, and especially for beginner users. While the NEJE Master 2S Max offers a massive 460 x 810 mm engraving area, which means you also need the space to locate that machine at home or in the workshop. The mechanical precision is the same. The mechanical precision represents what's the smallest amount of movement that the machine can offer, and this is 0.0125, and that's the same because both machines use the same stepper motors and the same arrangement of pulley and timing belts. As per resolution, the NEJE Master 2S series of machine offers an higher resolution with 339 dpi, while Aufero Laser 2 machine offers 300 dpi. Now, it's not a big difference there, and if noticeable, you will notice only when doing like grayscales or dithering type of projects, mostly dithering type of projects. And finally, the speed. We already talked about the speed. The Aufero Laser 2 is faster. It can reach up to 15,000 millimeters per minute. I have already tested it, and it's actually working flawlessly. While the NEJE Master 2S series of machine is much slower at about 5 to 6,000 millimeters. Now, Aufero, as I said in my previous video, offers the machine with an official top speed of 10,000 millimeters per minute, but still it can go at 15,000 millimeters per minute. Alright, it's now time to talk about the price tag. Now, the Aufero Laser 2 machine, it's a more premium machine. You can see it from the design, and is actually more expensive. Now, right now, Aufero is offering the machine with a huge discount. By the way, if you are interested in buying the machine, there is a link in the video description below, and there is also some additional gift campaign where Aufero is offering some extra stuff to the buyers. On the other hand, the NEJE Master 2S Max, well, is much bigger, and it costs less. It costs a little bit less than the Aufero Laser 2 machine. Now, obviously, the choice of the machine depends mostly on your application, and starting from the size, so how big you need the machine to be, or what's the size available for the machine. That could also be a compromise. And whether or not you need such a nice speed like the Aufero Laser 2, or you are okay with 5 to 6,000 millimeters per minute offered by the NEJE Master 2S series. Alright, and that's pretty much all about this video. I hope you liked the video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, click the thumbs up button below. If you have any comment, leave them in the comment section below. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this one. Ciao for now!